Hey guys, welcome back to Flat Creek Outdoors. I'm Phil, and today I'm out here after another little snowstorm that we had. It dropped about 3 inches here at the farm. 30 miles east of here though, where we live, we only got like a half an inch, and it was gone and melted the same day. But I like to come out here after we have a storm and just check around the property, make sure the fence lines, power lines, and all that kind of stuff are nice and clear. And in this storm, there actually was a small tree down along the power line. Looks like power company already came through, or maybe a neighbor came through and kind of cut it off of the fence, but I just had to clear my side of the fence so I could get a vehicle or equipment through there. That was quick and easy. This tree behind me is actually a blowdown from our last storm, so I want to work on it a little bit while I'm here. This tree is a pine, and the trunk here is not huge, but it might produce some lumber, so I'm going to save a section of that for possible future projects. The rest of it here, the branches all are going to get hauled off to the burn pile, and maybe some of the trunk will become some campfire or fire pit wood. We'll see what it looks like once I start cutting into it. But I did drive around the rest of the field here. Our main field is about 7 acres, and I just drove around the perimeter and made sure nothing else was down that needed to get addressed. And for the most part, everything looks pretty good. Back in the very back corner of the field, there is a small tree down. It's not bothering anything. I'll wait until things kind of dry out to get back there to deal with that. And that's right near one of the trail entrances, and there is another tree just inside the woods off of that trail that I would like to go and work on. Actually, there's a top of a tree as well, a tree that I took down last year that's still there that could become some firewood. So anyway, I will deal with all of that at the same time when I get all the equipment together and things dry out and I get back there to work on that. So today I'm going to get working on this. I'll quit talking, and we'll see what we can get out of this tree. And there's one other blowdown over on the other side of the pond that we can deal with as well. So let me get suited up and we'll get to work. All right, quick work of that. So that first log is 16 feet. I actually measured it to 17 to account for some waste or checking or whatever. This next one is whatever's left. It's at least 10. Might get 12 out of it. And then that one over there, probably just be firewood, and the rest of this to the burn pile. But look what's over here. Right there is the top of another pine, and its tree, I don't even know, you can see up there. So nice straight trunk there, it's got some branches, it'll have some knots, but that is a much larger trunk than the one I just cut. So that'll be some good lumber, but I got to get this cleared out right here. I'm not going to do that today. There's a lot of slope right here. It's all icy and I just don't want to work on that. I'm not in a hurry to fix this up. It's not hurting anything, so we'll wait until conditions are right. I can probably hook a tractor up to that and pull this top out to some level ground, some dry ground too, whenever I do want to work on it. But then when we want to get that trunk down, there's plenty of room up in here to let it fall in a couple different directions, so we'll be in great shape for that. And then there's a couple other standing dead trees, or maybe some slightly unhealthy looking trees around here that we can probably take down for some firewood. We'll tackle that on another day. I have kind of this mental inventory of firewood trees that are easily accessible around my trails, and there's definitely a couple of them right here. This happens to be one of my trail entrances that goes down the hill that way. So, you know, give you a little bit of layout of what we're dealing with here. And in case you don't know, we have 25 acres of mature, mostly hardwood forest here that we can harvest wood from. It's just really time consuming. So I'm taking an approach of more just like, I'll take the trees that look like they need to be taken, and then we're also kind of taking some trees from the field edges with plans to expand our field in the future. So that's a little bit of the method to our madness. Here's the second blowdown. I actually thought this tree was bigger than the other one, but it's not. And because it was exposed here on the edge of this little field, I'm on the other side of my pond now. Our fire pit's over there, our shed, and our camper's just up the hill there. So this has always gotten lots of sun. This tree has a lot more branches is what I'm getting at. And it's just not gonna be a good lumber tree because it's not big enough and it has too many knots. So I'm gonna cut this up in mind with the bulk of this trunk can become fire pit or campfire wood. So quick morning's work. I still got some cleanup to do, but I'm gonna wait for weather conditions to be a little bit different. We'll get the grapple on the tractor, we'll get this brush out of here, we'll pull those logs out, I'll go stack them up in the wood yard, and that'll become some firewood, some campfire wood. That pine will do good for that. There's actually one or two other pines over here that are leaning really heavy, and I might as well take them down as well. But there's just a lot of slope and a lot of brush, and I just don't want to do it here in the snow today. So I'm going to wrap us up. Thanks for following along and checking out what's going on here at Flat Creek Outdoors. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.